The crypto market is on a rampage, and oh my goodness, guys, it feels so good. I swear I've forgotten what green feels like. I'm just so happy lately. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows. There are a couple signals that we're getting that we need to talk about, and yeah, I didn't think I set this. I actually totally forgot to set this. You guys are going to love this analysis, so make sure to subscribe and like the video. Don't worry, even if you don't know anything about charting, the Crypto Nerd will explain everything and make this super, super easy for you as he always does. And I also have to mention that nothing in this video is financial advice. Now, the first thing we're going to look at is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is absolutely ripping. I was getting super, super worried because it was stalling here at around 95K, but it ripped to $97,000. Really, really strong. Now, are we going straight to 120K? No, we are overbought. We have to take some profits here, guys. How do I know that we're overbought? The number one sign that I know that we're overbought is that we are too far above this crystal line. Do you see the crystal line, the blue and pink line here in the middle? This likes to act like a magnet to the price. When the crystal line is pink, not good. That means price is going down. We don't want to be in the market. We want to be totally out of the market. And the price likes to bounce off of it. As you can see, it gets too far below the crystal line. It comes back up, bounces off of it. And that's how it works when it's pink. When we're over it, the price likes to bounce off of the crystal line to the upside. We are, no way. You guys just saw this in real time. We just got the real time. This blue dot appeared. Wow. This is a sell signal. This is not a full sell signal, but a take profit signal. It's a sign that says we are kind of overbought here. We need to come back down. Every time we've seen this blue dot before, we have come back down to test the crystal line. We're going to get more into that in just a little bit. How else do I know that we are overbought on Bitcoin? If we take a look at the RSI, we are in overbought territory. Do you see this white line? When this white line crosses over this green line here, I'm going to try to use this arrow to be fancy. Yeah. When this white line crosses over this green line, we are overbought. The price needs to cool off. Another way that I know that maybe this is, I can't believe this moved too much yet. The volume here, this represents volume, buyers and sellers. We are not over this white line here in the middle. I want to see high amounts of volume, at least high enough over this white line. That'll tell me, it'll give me confidence like, okay, yes, we're going to continue moving up. But it looks like volume's kind of not doing as good. I do expect a little bit of a pullback here. Now, where are we going? That's what you want to know. Okay, Crypto Nerd thinks price is going to go down for a little bit. Where are we going? Now, I have this white line here at 91.92K, and we also have the crystal line. I do believe that we are at least going to touch around 91K. Now, why do I think price is going to 91K? That is because if we take a look at our futures chart, we have a CME gap here. Now, what is a CME gap? It is a gap between the spot market and the futures market because the spot market had a big move on a weekend. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. It just means that we have a gap here in price. This is not good. Price likes to fill gaps. What does that mean? That means price simply likes to come back down and touch these gaps. Whoops, I just drew a little bit over there. For example, we had a gap here. That's how I knew, oh, maybe I could buy a little bit here because we'll likely have a candle that comes up and fills this price, right? You see this candle broke past this price, and so we can continue going down. Here we had a gap. Here, that means we needed a candle that would come back and fill this gap. And we had a series of candles here that filled it. In fact, one of the main reasons I was saying that, hey, look, I think Bitcoin's going to actually come back down when we were at around 105,000. I even made a video. I was like, guys, I think we're going to come back down to mid 70s. And then everyone clowned on me on Twitter and Discord and my YouTube section or comment section, but whatever. And that's because we had a pretty big gap here at this, 70,000 level. So I was saying, guys, I really think we're going to come back down and fill this gap. And what do you know? Just a little bit later, like basically the bottom, right? That's what we did. We came and filled this gap down here, and so we can continue upward. Crazy, right? And now we have another one of these gaps at 91 to 92K. How far away is that from current price? That is about 6% from current price. Now, and you can tell by looking at this number in the middle here of this box, around 60% from current price. If we go, but the crystalline is slightly below that. Crystalline's at 90,000. If we go to the crystalline to bounce off of that, which I'm not even sure that we will, that'll be about a 7.5% drop. And if we go down to touch these wicks at around 88K, which I don't expect to lose, that'll be at around a 9% drop. So if Bitcoin does a 9% drop, altcoins will probably do roughly twice that. So we can see maybe the weaker altcoins doing around 20% drop. Maybe the average altcoin will do about 15% drop. Maybe the strong ones will either hold or drop like Bitcoin does. Let's move on and talk about a couple other coins, because there are some other coins we do need to talk about. So let's go ahead and check those out. The first coin that we have to talk about is Injective. Now look at this. This is Injective. This is a layer 1 DeFi blockchain. You can see something very, very similar here. You see this blue dot. Do you guys remember what the blue dot means? It means that price needs to come touch the crystal line. Let's go back. Have we seen this blue dot before on Injective's price? We absolutely have. We have seen it a couple times before, and you can see that shortly after we see this blue dot, price needs to come bounce off this crystal line. Or in this case, we actually broke below it, which flipped it pink, and so we started bouncing off it to the downside. So we're seeing another one of those blue dots now. Might be a good time to take a profit on some of your Injective if that's what you're holding. From the wick to the crystal line, that's going to be about a 11%, 10% drop or so. If you're a big fan of Injective and you want to try to avoid an 11% drop and then buy back in and then catch that move up again, now may be a good time to take some profit, guys. The next one we're going to talk about is ICP. ICP is really struggling. This is Internet Computer Protocol. This is also a layer 1 blockchain. However, it is fully decentralized, even IPFS, which is like file storage. So this is even more decentralized, theoretically, than Ethereum, Solana, and other layer 1 blockchains that use a more centralized IPFS file storage system. Doesn't matter. None of that matters. What matters is, check this out. The crystal line is pink. Not so good, right? You can see, look, here, this line color is pink. Its rating is F. In like a market conditions that are supposed to be so good for crypto right now, this is not good. This is showing a lot of weakness. That doesn't mean it's a good time to buy. You don't want to buy it when there's a lot of weakness. You want to buy it when it starts showing strength. I want to see this line flip blue, the price to go up, and then retest it, and then start bouncing off of it. And then I just want to ride this wave. I don't want to buy at the bottom here because it could just keep going down. That doesn't tell me anything. So it's kind of concerning me, right? From wick to wick. This was a big wick, by the way. That is about a 30% gain in 2 weeks, which of course sounds amazing. It sounds totally amazing. However, when you look at how much it's fallen, it doesn't look so good. You did have a warning sign here with this blue dot and this red X, and obviously the line flipped pink. But a lot of people, they have been holding the whole time. And from wick to wick, that's a 70% drop. Not so good, especially when you compare it to Arweave, which is the exact same thing. It is a layer 1 blockchain with decentralized IPFS. It uses their canister file storage system. This is doing much better. This has a rating of A- and a line color that is blue. You can see that it bounced, and it's looking like it is bouncing off this crystal line. Let's clear off some of these arrows. Looking really, really good. And from wick to current high wick, that is a 62% gain. That is twice as good as ICP. So especially if they're basically the same thing, right? Arweave, AR, is showing a lot more strength. You probably want to be holding that instead. Okay, next coin I want to talk about is, okay, this is OM, this is Mantra. Now, this is the coin that rugged. Look at this, guys. This coin dropped in one day from wick to wick 92%. Oh, no, that's not even low enough. Look at that. 94%, guys. Yikes. Now, is this an awesome buying opportunity? Because I'm seeing on Twitter and other YouTubers, they're saying, oh, this is like a crazy opportunity we can buy. And if we recover, if we go back to this previous, candle, that's a 1,200% gain, almost 1,300% gain. This is a crazy opportunity. I don't believe this, because why would it do that? What's going to stop it from stalling here and then continuing the next leg down? Not looking good. The crystal line is pink. Current action, bearish. Rating, F. Do you guys see this table at the top right? Long-term trend, unclear. I mean, yeah, how could you possibly know after this crazy drop? Yeah. Not looking good. Really bad signs. I mean, I cannot. It's too risky to try to buy this coin and be like, yeah, maybe it'll recover. Yeah, maybe it will. But until I have any kind of evidence that that will happen, how am I supposed to believe that? What I need to see in order to feel good about this, I really, really want to see this line flip blue. That's my number one thing. And then I would love to see if I saw some kind of signal that says, hey, or some, we have a lot of sell signals here, right? These red X's, these blue dots. Do we have any buy signals? I don't see any buy signals this whole chart. Yeah. And by buy signal, I mean I'm looking at either a crystal ball icon or a yellow dot of some sort. Yeah, so I would just avoid this altogether for now. Nothing to look at here. Looking really bad. Next coin that I want to talk about. Okay, I didn't have these marked, but yeah, we'll take a quick look. Tau, looking amazing. This is an AI layer 1 blockchain. Line is blue. Rating is S+. Current action is bullish. Really, really good. I don't see any real sell signal right now. From wick to wick, let's double check. That is up 130%. Really, really strong. No wonder this is S+. We are likely going to come down here and touch this crystal line at around $320. And then we will bounce from there to the upside most likely. So if you are looking to enter this crypto market, you want to buy as close to this line as you can. Next up is... Oh, this chart looks better than I thought. It's virtuals. This is way over the crystal line. Way over the crystal line. I'm actually curious from wick to wick how much this is up. This is up 300%. Are you kidding me? In 3 weeks? Yeah. Absolutely crazy. This does have to come down and touch the crystal line. So it's at $1.71 right now. My guess is that maybe it'll stall for a little bit. Maybe it'll, I don't know if it'll, for example, drop quickly and then do a V-shaped recovery like this. Maybe we'll kind of like grind for a couple days, wait for the crystal line to catch up, and then it'll bounce off of here, something like that. So obviously we need time to be able to identify some more clear targets, just because this is like a crazy, crazy move. Yeah, super hard to trade a chart that's up like 300% in 2 weeks. Yeah, but looking really, really good. Another rating of S+. And I want to point something out about these coins. All of these coins are AI coins. So it's looking like the AI sector of crypto is doing really, really good. Just something to note. I think, yeah, even Akash is up 16% today. Wow. Akash is a deep in crypto. It's similar to Render, but it's very closely tied to AI. Really, really good. So you definitely want to be looking for entries, again, not financial advice, on these AI coins. Yeah. Let's keep going. Oh, Uniswap. This is a DEX on Ethereum. Look at this, guys. Uniswap. This is actually, I'm pretty sure, the biggest DEX, unless something has changed recently. Maybe Curve is bigger now. Crystalline is pink, as you can see. Rating is F. Not looking good. It's a shame, but if you are in this coin, you're probably looking for an exit, and you want to switch to the higher performers because you want to maximize your returns. Compare this to a very similar coin like Aave or Curve. Let's take a look at Curve, and we can see that this is looking a lot healthier. They're very similar things. Line is blue. Rating is A. We are way above the crystal line, which is good. We want to see strength. We want to see high returns. Oh wow, this is a lot. Look at from wick to wick. This is up 116%. It did take a little bit longer, right? This is 51 days. You see how it says 51 bars? That's 51 days here, 116%. Not as good as the AI coins that have done like these kind of returns in, or 60% return, 70% return in 2 weeks. But still showing a lot of strength. And look at this, guys. We had this blue dot. Look at how cleanly this worked here. We had this blue dot print here. We came down, got really close to the crystal line, and that's where it pumped. It bounced. Really, really cool. Last coin I want to talk about is Aero. This is a DEX on base chain, which is a layer 2 for Ethereum. Rating S, line blue, looking really, really good from bottom wick to top wick. That is, let's take a quick look. That is 162% in about 3.5 weeks. Looking really, really good. But you're going to notice something. Uh-oh, it's that blue dot. And we are way over the crystal line. So we do probably want to come down here. Crystal line is at 53 cents, but it'll continue trending up. So my guess is we'll probably bounce somewhere around 60 cents. So if you're looking to enter Aero, and this is a base chain coin, this is looking, we should have talked about Sui. We'll take a look at Sui actually right after this. You're looking to enter at around 60 cents from current price. Let's just check from Wick. That is about to 60 cents. That is about an 18% drop. So you can potentially dodge an 18% drop and pick up more of the coin closer to the crystal line. Let's quickly talk about Sui because it has, and I'm going to make a whole video about this very, very soon. Sui has been absolutely ripping. This is like a top coin right now. That is ripping really, really strong. From wick to top wick, that is 124% return in 3 weeks. That is crazy. Rating of S+, as you can see over here. And it is up again even today. But it does look like we are going to come down and touch this crystal line at some point. That's probably going to be close to around $3 or so. Sui has been doing really, really good. And it took its Sui tokens with it, right? I'm pretty sure like Deep Book and Walrus. Where are they on my list? Here's Walrus. Kind of a weird, this is new, so it's like a weird chart. Kind of hard to look at. Hard to analyze. Line is blue. We don't really have a rating yet because it's kind of a weird chart. But crystal line is blue, right? We did go up and we did bounce off of it. So that is looking good. So I have no complaints here. And just so you know, that is, let's say from wick to wick, that is a 90% gain in about a week. But this was really, really hard to, you cannot possibly time this or anything. That would just be like pure gambling, pure luck. I don't really like this coin, but some people are like into Sui meme coins right now. Next is Deep Book. Let's say you bought this when the line flipped blue, and let's say you sold because you saw this blue dot from the, we'll look at the wick. That's 314%. That's crazy in 3 weeks. Are you kidding me? Now we did have this blue dot print, right? So what does that mean? We need to come down and touch this crystal line. I have been talking for way too long, so I have to wrap up the video, but make sure to subscribe and like the video to avoid missing anything else. And the indicator that I was using in this video is called the crystal ball. It is an indicator that is custom developed by us, and it is exclusive. We have a lot more information coming out about it in the future, very shortly. If you're interested in maybe picking it up for yourself, make sure to join our Discord. We have an AI trading assistant that is exclusive to our Discord, so I'm going to show off a command. I'm just going to do /info. And you can pull up an info panel about any coin that you want. I'm just doing Bitcoin because, you know, whatever. You get an info monograph that tells you what it is. You get a details section that tells you just some, details about it so you can make a more informed decision, and a built-in tokenomics rating system plus evaluation. We're also going to have a lot more information coming out here about the indicator. We have automatic market reports that post daily. We have automatic signals that I just set up yesterday, by the way. So there's not any here yet, but that will post here daily about the top coins like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, Cardano, Fartcoin, Aero. I think that's all I have set up right now. But yeah, and then there's going to be a lot more information about the indicator here. So make sure to join the Discord. It's free to join right now, but we are moving to a paid only option really shortly, but definitely join right now and get some information. I also do one-on-one calls on my website, so if that sounds like something you're interested in, definitely check that out. So guys, subscribe, like the video, and thank you for watching.